Another story that really is interesting, especially in today's world. About 10 police officers got arrested. Now, it is not the arrest, but it is the type of criminal offenses they are charged with that really scares me. But without wasting much of your time, let's go to Justice, Crime Prevention and Security. They said 10 EMPD and SAPS members from Eguruland arrested for allegation of corruption and theft. 10 members of South African Police Service and EMPD will make their first court appearance tomorrow, 5 August 2025, at Germiston Magistrate Court for allegation of corruption and theft. It is alleged that on the 4th of June 2025, during a multidisciplinary operation by law enforcement initiated by the Premier of Gauteng, the accused officers raided a shop at number 7 Hamna Avenue, Edenville, where they seized cigarettes and took cash amounting to 35,000 and 3 packs of headache tablet Panadols to the value of 5,000. They arrested the cashier for trading in illicit cigarette and the other employee for violating immigration rules. It is also alleged that the accused officers failed to record all the merchandise size from the shop at the police station. The shop manager allegedly disputed the quantity and the type of merchandise booked in the occurrence book for the station commander. Now listen. The members were arrested today while on duty and will appear before court tomorrow. And all arrested officers are constable and 1 sergeant are detained at Germiston Police Station. The reason I thought to myself, let me bring this to your attention, is the following. When you look at police in general, when you think of a police, you will not want to think of them being associated with these things. So because of that, I don't think it works against the image and the credibility of the institution. There's another thing that I want to address so far as police are concerned. So it works against their image, all right? It works against their credibility. So stories of this nature, really, they don't do well. Now, let me show you the other side of the story now. They have already appeared in court. So I want to give you those details. But before I can give you such details, please do this. If you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To like the video, it is free of charge. You can also join. Click the join button. Become a member of this YouTube channel. You will pay from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also make use of the Super Thanks button. You can donate from as little as 20 Rand a month as we proceed. Okay, now let's proceed. Let's go back to Justice, Crime Prevention and Security page, and this is what they have to say. Eguruland Metro Police officers FN Dlamini 25, NF Shabane 41, female, MH Mabasa 29, EZ Lalisa 33, T Sibedi 29, and T Haraha 31. Along with Sakane SAPS member Sergeant M. Mashala, 43. Constable T. Mokabuki, 28. Constable M. Mohalo, 33. And Constable T.N. Matane, 35. Appeared before Germiston Magistrate Court on charges of theft. They were each granted bail of 1,500 following an unopposed bail application. The case stems from complaint led by a shop owner in Edenville who alleges that during a raid on his business premises on the 4th of June 2025, the officers seized 35,000 in cash, cigarette worth of 150,000, boxes of Panado tablets. Yay! Yay! We will continue, but yeah. Hey, Tiko. It's worse if there were cameras. It's worse. Now, I've got questions that I want to ask you. Let's argue and say there's evidence, there's cameras showing them taking those things, but then on the other side, they did not book those things. Hey, it's over. It's over with the promising career. But let's proceed. The officers were part of a joint law enforcement operation aimed at monitoring compliance shop in the area. According to the complainant, he was not present during the raid, but was later informed by his cashier that the police had confiscated the items. Seized goods were allegedly placed in several refuse bags to be submitted as exhibits. However, the complainant claimed that upon arrival at the police station, only one refuse bag had been registered. Furthermore, the cash was either returned nor recorded in the SAPS 13 register, the official register used for documenting exhibits seized during criminal investigation. The matter has been postponed to the 8th of September 2025 for further investigation. Here are the questions of the day. Okay. Let's argue and say the amount of what was stolen or what was taken is 200,000, or maybe the 150,000. Maybe let's give it a look. Let's round it off to 500,000, 500,000, right? Here's a question that I want to ask you. Now we are where we are, where you lose your career. This is how you do matter of logic. Let's argue and say the lowest police here earns 17,000 a month. It's an argument. Or let's say 18,000 a month. And times it by 12 months. How much is that person, or will that person have earned in 12 months? Times it by 24. Right? Mind you, out of the 500,000 or 500,000 that we're talking about now, it's probably, there are 10. So they will get less than 100,000. Let's argue and say they will get 75,000. So you then say 75,000 divided by their salary, let's say 18,000, and then you times it by 12. You get the amount of money they're earning in an annually, and then you say minus 75,000. I'm coming. You'll see where I'm going. You say 18,000 times 12, it gives you the money that they are earning annual. And then you say the money that you would have earned annual minus 75,000, which is proceeds of crime. And then you say, if you're looking at this, was this crime worth it? From a numerical point of view, was this crime worth it? You guys don't get it. You can't lose your job, ne? For 500,000, because I see this quite a lot, where a person lose their jobs for stealing 300,000, but they are earning, maybe they are earning 15,000 rand a month, and you're like, but in 3 years, you would have made that money. Now you have lost a job forever, and probably you have a criminal record. You will not get a job for 300,000 rand. Like, is it really worth it? Think about it. In this case, it's even worse. We are now running numbers, probabilities, and inflating the numbers so that we can make it make sense. Today, they are suspended for money that they ate in less than a month. Because, truth be told, if that money was 300,000 divided by 10 people, the value of the money combined, if it amounted to 300,000 divided by 10 people, how much is that? That money is too little. It was consumed in less than a month. If more than that, it was only 2 months done. Now, at 2 months' money, you are now facing suspension pending the outcome of your case. Say, for instance, you are found guilty, you now lose a job for over, let's say, that 75,000. You lost a job wherein 10 years down the line, you would have made, this is me, 10 years down the line, having been working for this organization, you would have probably made 5 million, 10 million, 10 years down the line. I make an example. You would have probably made 5 million in 10 years as you work for that organization. But you lost your job for 75,000 rand. That does not multiply, or you stole that money or whatever, as it has been alleged. You took that money, you did not invest that money in any sort of business, so it's not growing wherever it is. Do you see where I'm going? Sometimes when I look at crime, some criminal crimes, and I kind of feel like it's like, guys, it's like this serial rapist. Let's bring it. So on again, let's run the numerical scale. If you lure a person, and here I want to categorically say I am speaking about this type of rape where people like intentionally they lure this person to rape them. I'm not talking about these complicated things. No, I said I don't want. No, I'm not talking about those complicated stories. I'm just talking about the straight one, where you know here, this one was a rape. No questions asked. This one was strictly for that purpose. I'm talking about it where you are a man, you lure a person, they come to your space, then you know what I'm saying, RAPED them. And when you run the numbers, you say, wait, you can hire the ladies of the night, prostitutes, and you can get 1 round for 50 rand. So you prefer serving life sentence if you are caught over 50 rand, where you will probably would have spent, depending where you stay. If you are living in town, you can just walk and find one on the street and then get 1 round and pay 70 rand, 50 rand, I don't know, 100 rand, but it's less than 100 rand. So when you run the numbers there, you feel like, what's the point of spending your life imprisonment versus buying? What's the point of taking it by force when buying is available as an option, which is less complicated? You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not promoting that. As a Christian, I don't have right to promote it, but I'm just reasoning now from this point of view to say, when I look at crimes like that, I sit down and I feel like, but it doesn't. Some things doesn't make sense. Like when you run the numbers, and let me plug you in, guys. Let me plug you in, so you can realize that even your ladies are selling. By the way, women are selling these days. Generally, women are selling. So I was once put in the situation where there is some sort of a relationship that was happening between me and this woman. When I changed the location, before we were not that far from each other. But what I noticed was, when she comes to my place, I must pay for that. When she's in my place, I must worry about what she's going to eat. When she's here, she also wants something to drink. You understand? I must worry about what she's going to be drinking. All of those things. On top of that, she then complain and say, yeah, but you must give me man. This person is working. Yeah, but every time when I visit you, you must give me man. One day I sat down and I said to myself, these things are not worth it. These things are not worth it. So fast forward, back in the days. Fast forward, I moved in a distance that is a bit far. This person still says same things. Now I must worry about how is she going to be transported from her location to my place, which is now a bit expensive. Not even a bit, it is expensive. But I must worry about all those logistics. And then I must also worry about all the other stuff, the ones that I've previously mentioned. On top of this, now she's saying strictly, if I come to your place, I need not to leave your place empty-handed. Yeah, give me money. I must return with money. Yeah, I said, nah. This relationship thing, this one, it's not worth it. I immediately cut ties. Because you know what? I actually realized that, hi man, I'm buying here. The difference is it was sold under the disguise that it's a relationship, but I'm actually buying. This is really buying. It's like, guys, lot of gents, we are buying, but under the disguise that we are in a relationship with our girlfriends, but we are actually buying. So the other time I ran the scale, the numerical scale, and I said, wait. So if I get an escort, so I went to internet and I looked at the escort, and then I said, wait, you can get an escort from as little as 400 rand that will spend an hour, you pay 400 rand. But if I have to transport you and do all the other stuff, I ran the numbers and like, so your visit sometimes can amount to 900. Because I still need to give you money. If I give you 100 rand, it's too small. You know what I'm saying? I need to worry about what you're going to eat. Yeah, you come to my place. No, I don't want this. I want that. Now I must alter those things. I'm like, nah. Yeah, we are being scammed. Do you see what I'm trying to say? What I'm basically saying to you guys is it's about time we wake up. Be it when you commit crime. Hi guys, no, you can't commit crime. I don't know. But run the numbers, guys. Imagine roping a car, an Uber vehicle. I hear that they sold those cars around 6,000 rand. That car, which is worth 200,000 rand, they will sell it at 6,000 rand. So you get caught. You have a criminal record. You get sentenced. You serve 7 years for a 6,000 rand. You get caught for arring somebody. You lure them from wherever they are. You give them money to come to your place. You pay probably for their transportation to come to your place. Then they come to your place. They are here. You feed them. Then you arr them. Then you get caught. And then you get sent. And then you serve more than 15 years in prison. You could have taken that money, go buy on the street, and then come back up. I'm saying it again. I'm saying as a Christian, shouldn't be promoting buying or selling on the street. But as an ordinary person, I'm saying instead of taking it by force from the sisters, rather go buy it on the street. Like when you commit these crimes, man, you run the numbers. The numbers are not numbering, guys. Like honestly, you can't have a criminal record for arring somebody when you could have got one on the street for 50 rand. You can't be arrested for 75,000 rand when you had a career that would have given you over a year. You would probably be, because probably a year you are earning 400,000 rand annually. But you are committing a crime worth 75,000 rand and you are sentenced, if you be found guilty, for 75,000 rand against an annual salary of 400,000. Like, guys, before you commit these crimes, can you please run the numbers? Do you see what I'm trying to say? I'm showing you the numbers. You get arrested. You hijacked a vehicle that you were going to sell for 6,000 rand. Then now you are serving 6 years in prison, 7 years in prison. On top of that criminal record, you can never work or start some businesses because of that criminal record. You see, sometimes we do things, really, we don't use our brain. But nonetheless, let me leave it here. If you're a Christian, there's a verse I read which says, be content with whatsoever you have. It is found in the book of Hebrews 13 verse 5. Be content with whatsoever you have. That verse is very important. Be content. You know, contentment doesn't necessarily mean settling for less, but it means appreciating what you have at this particular moment while aspiring to get more. Because you are content with this, you plan according to this, then you will not make hasty decisions. You will not make decisions that you will regret tomorrow. I'm not saying as humans we will be perfect. I have made mistakes myself. But generally, that's a governing principle to me, that I'm content with things that I have. Let me leave it there. I don't want to say much. Let me leave it here. We'll see each other on the next episode. Until the next episode, stay out of trouble.